Hey guys, today's layout starts from a sketch, and we were challenged by Victoria Marie from the Victoria Marie Facebook group. And here's a picture of the sketch. And I like working from a sketch sometimes. I think it takes a lot of pressure off, and I think that it just lets you work without getting too um, overwhelmed with the actual process of scrapbooking, because I know sometimes for myself I do get overwhelmed and I don't know where to start. So working from a sketch, I think, whether you take it very literally and put every element where the sketch tells you it needs to go, or whether it's oh, my dogs are barking. They must hear someone outside. Yeah, so whether you take the sketch very literally or whether you interpret it for yourself, I think it's a good starting point. So here I'm cutting down two pictures. I printed it both in black and white and in color. And I didn't know which picture I wanted to use. The collection I'm using is what's it called? Crepe Paper Craft Market, and I'm loving, loving, loving that burlap and cream stripe. I'm loving that so, so much. And so I knew that a lot of the color was going to be from the actual collection itself. And so I ultimately decided to go with the black and white photo, just so that there weren't too many contrasting colors, because my daughter in the picture is wearing a red shirt. So I mean, it doesn't really go with the collection, and that's okay. So that's why I use the black and white photo. And I think it makes a statement all on its own when it's a black and white photo itself. I don't know. I seem to play around with colors of my photos a lot, just because the overall look I kind of want to achieve is dependent on the photo. So sometimes I print in black and white, and sometimes I print in color, sometimes I brighten things, sometimes I overexpose things. And that's a good way to get your layouts get your layouts looking the way you want them to look. So that's that. And so I love everything from this collection. I thought that when the new collections from Crepe Paper came out earlier this year, so Confetti with Maggie Holmes and Crepe Paper, what's this one called? Craft Market and Journey. I thought that I was going to like Confetti the best, but I think I'm leaning towards the Craft Market. I'm really, really liking the Craft Market. So here I pull out the sticker accent sheet and playing with some tags, and I'm starting to embellish, which is my favorite part. So I used pretty much the sketch the way it was. I just altered a few things. Um, I don't journal. So, and if I do journal or if I make a note, it's usually on the back. I don't like it to be seen. That's just one of my preferences. And so, on the sketch, there was a portion for journaling. And so I opted, instead of journaling, to use, what's it called? Tiny word letters. And, well, you'll see. You'll see it's coming up. So I'm just finding the embellishments to go over the top of the layout. And so I fiddle a lot, like I always do when I go through embellishment packs, because there's so many pretty things that I wanted to use, but so many things did not work with what I was trying to achieve and the look I was trying to go for. So yeah, I had to leave a lot of things out. But the good thing is that that die cut sheet is so, not sheet, that die cut pack is so full of yummy die cuts that I can make layouts for days with it, which is good. so so here I'm still going through everything, and I pull out that sticker sheet again. Yeah, and I knew I wanted to incorporate that navy blue, because it's in small hints throughout the entire layout. Like the whole collection has these navy blue hints, And so I wanted to make it a bigger portion of my actual layout. So still going through and just checking things and adding things and shopping pieces around. And I love this collection so, so much. I'm thinking I want to grab more, maybe hoard the collection. So there you see I'm adding the tiny word stickers from the collection. And then I pull out some thickers. And I really should have thought about this more clearly, and I don't know. You'll see. I cut a lot of it out because I played way, way too much with the title of my layout. So I made the mistake of starting to adhere my letter stickers, my thickers, from the end. So I put down, you see there, I put down girl first, and then I struggled with that Y because I didn't take it into consideration that it's very loopy and it's very long. So the way it sits with the lettering didn't really work. And so I was like, crap, I stuck it down already. What do I do? I didn't want to pull it up, so I made it work my way. It looks a little weird, but you know what? Overall, I think it turned out okay. The title seemed to be okay for me. I'm just happy I got it down. And here I am just playing with more die cuts. I needed to fill that space because of because of my, oh, let's put this nicely. Because of how dumb I was with that title and not thinking about things, I had to fill some space and some gaps. So I put that little blue heart there, which ends up working out okay. I think it looks fine. But I think if I had to do it over again, I would be more concise, and I think I would think about things and placement a little bit more thoroughly. So I go back and forth between the die cuts and the sticker sheet and just find elements that work for my layout. And just adding more of those little tiny word stickers. So I've cleaned up my area and I'm going to pull out my watercolor. I will soon after I stick down that heart, I think. So I love the gold. Love, love, love the gold. I'm loving gold. I don't think I'll ever get over gold. It's just so pretty. So I pull up my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the Gold. And I do some splattering with that. And I get it everywhere. I'm so messy. And then I pull out the white linen dilutions. And I'm really loving this white. I've used it on the last, I don't even know how many layouts I've created. Since I've gotten it, I've used it. And I love it. I think it's so nice. So that's that. And what am I doing here? Oh yeah. So I pull out some sequins. And I haven't gotten these ones into my containers yet. But I go in and I find like an opalescent, kind of iridescent butter yellow that works well. It's kind of on the gold tone, but too light to be gold. And it's yellow, but oh, so pretty. So I strategically placed some elements here, some of the sequins where I want to be.
And fine line, and inside the fine line bottle has my combo. So I think this is it, my layout. I thank you guys so much for watching. And subscribe. Welcome to all my new of the week. Bye.